And here we have a little bit of a freebie from Steam. Half decent game from Square Enix. The original announcement said we were going to get some DLC with it, and then they changed it to just the regular game. Of course, eh? Can't have a company go all out and give you something good for nothing, right? Anyway, so there's I watched a guy named Fluffinator play this a lot. It's like the only game he had, it seemed like, and he was really into this. So at least now I'll be able to, pick his brain on how to do a few things, I guess, when I need to. This is the same kind of technology they used in Jedi Fallen Order for climbing walls and different stuff like that. See, like that right there? That's the same tech. It's in the Unreal Engine, by the way, and if anybody wanted to see how that's done, I've got an add-on in the Unreal Engine that has that. I can show you basically kind of how the climbing stuff is done. It's a little bit more you'll have to add, of course, but Anyway, as far as my cold or flu or whatever it is going on here, it just seems like my throat is getting really sore. It's almost like a strep throat kind of thing. And I still got fluid in the lungs, so whatever. But it's a hell of a lot better than it was. I gotta say, I couldn't sleep there for about 3 or 4 days about a week ago. And I stayed away from people and all that jazz too. And blah, blah, blah. My roommate hasn't got ill or sick, so it's not like I go around touching everywhere that he might have access to. Anyway, I had a can of soup that I had opened up, and I guess I poured like 3/4 of it out and forgot the bottom part. Oh shit! And then I set it down, and I was sitting here and I was going, "What's that smell?" Ah. At least you know your nose is working again, right? Like, so anyway, I got rid of that. Whew. It's so dry in here too, eh? Stuff just poof, which is good. It's good for the computer. But anyway, so yeah, enjoy this. I'm downloading it now because I'll do some playing around, and this is what game companies, this is what they all should be doing, dude. And if I were the government, right, what I would be doing is I would give a subsidy to any game company that gave out their game for free at a time like this so that it keeps people indoors. That's what I do. Seriously. And if it's same for Netflix and shit. Like, they ought to do a discounted thing or something like a month free trial or some shit. Or I know Netflix does that, but do it again. Give an extra month, give 2 months, and then show the goodwill, right? Because there's a lot of BS in here in this world that's apparently they're while all this is going on, the United States government and a few other governments are going to use this to clamp down more on our civil rights so that they can spy on us some more. Well, and this is kind of the thing that you can see some of it could be useful, but it's one of those powers that are they going to give it back when they're done with it? You know, you need these kinds of things during these times, but not after. A free society doesn't need them when there's nothing going wrong. Okay? But you see, these kinds of people always invent things to be wrong. And once they get those powers, they never want to give them back. So, anyway. So the UK shut right down, and they're shutting right down. I mean, even harder than most places. Everything's shut. They're going to pay 80% of the wages of people. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway. So I thought I'd put this out there and see what it's like. Anyway, take care. Bye.